Realty Plus INEX Conclave and Awards initiated in the year 2017 intended to capture these changes in the design, building, and construction sector and deliberate on the way forward. The awards every year recognize the good work and encourage the talent in the industry. 6 years later, the year 2022 in particular is set to bring faster pace of changes in design, execution, and even marketing strategies, opening up a huge window for innovation and experimentation in the sector. So today's Realty Plus INEX Conclave will discuss these new changes, these fast-paced changes that we are going to witness, and the outlook for the coming years. And for that, we will have expert speakers talking on various topics from design to marketing to construction. On that note, let me now bring in our keynote speaker of the day, an internationally acclaimed architect, and he will be speaking on the topic of Cybertecture into Metaverse. Yes, you have guessed it right. Let's welcome architect James Law, founder James Law Cybertecture International. Let me give a brief introduction of our keynote speaker of the day. James is an architect, technologist, and entrepreneur, renowned for creating the philosophy of cybertecture, and his company's projects cover buildings, spaces, technologies, education, and social design. Architect James Law is a Justice of the Peace, a council member of World Economic Forum Global Agenda Council on Design and Innovation, board member of the Hong Kong Design Center, board advisor of the Hong Kong Designers Association, and member of Hong Kong Trade Development Council Real Estate Advisory Board. So a very warm welcome to you, Architect Law, and let me hand it over to you now.
So good afternoon to all of my friends there at the Realty Plus INEX Interior and Real Estate Conference. Thank you very much for inviting me to be your keynote speaker today. I have an absolute love affair with India, having spent a lot of time with you in the country over the years. And today I wanted to really bring to you a message about the future of design and real estate, which I call cybertecture into the metaverse. As we know that the real world that we live in is already a very saturated and a very matured real estate industry. However, the world that is coming is going to have really a new potential in how we design and build real estate. And I wanted to share with you what my company, Cybertecture, is now doing in order to create this whole new realm and industry for all of us. So let me first share screen and then talk you through that. Okay. So I hope you can all see my screen. And the talk today is called Cybertecture into the Metaverse. And the topic really is about how real estate is going to become something in the metaverse. And this is already something that me and my company, my team has pivoted towards to create a whole new generation of architecture and real estate projects in the metaverse. Now, the first project that I want to show you is a very significant one. It's just been released to the global press and has reached a couple of million people. We've built a digital community, over 15,000 people around this. And this project is called Satoshi Island. And why this project is significant, it's going to be the world's first true crypto community that exists both in the real world and in the metaverse. And in fact, what we have done is we've purchased an island in the South Pacific of about 300 million square feet of space. And we are developing the entire island as a parallel metaverse as well as in the real world, powered by the blockchain, and having the whole process of design and development all done in a metaverse kind of way. Let me show you a video of what that actually means.
Welcome to Satoshi Island, an 800-acre private island in development to become a sustainable smart city. Created to be the first real-world crypto economy running exclusively on cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. The island seen here is located in the tropical paradise of Vanuatu in the South Pacific and is owned and operated by Satoshi Island Limited. Accessible by direct flight from Australia, Asia, and the west coast of the US and Canada, Satoshi Island will become the official home for cryptocurrency professionals and enthusiasts worldwide, a place to visit, work, and live in the first true society built around an entirely decentralized financial system and blockchain-based democracy. The first stage of development is already completed, and those arriving will be greeted by traditional style villas, which act as a check-in area and relaxation center where visitors can unwind before exploring the entirety of the island. The remainder of the island is being developed with a different style of architecture through the introduction of ultra-modern smart homes and offices. The futuristic stylings are created to suit the tech-savvy inhabitants we aim to attract and are designed and built by world-renowned architectural firm James Law Cybertecture.
We have designed something special for the island, and we call it the Satoshi Island module. Shown here in renderings, the Satoshi Island module is a self-sustaining building that can be positioned into many different designs to create hundreds of unique types of homes, apartments, amenities, and offices. Although the Satoshi Island module is futuristic in design, it is by no means futuristic in feasibility, as we've already built similar buildings in the past, as seen here are the modules we've provided to the Hong Kong government. Futuristic modular development and sustainability are the principles that Cybertecture was founded on. So joining the Satoshi Island team in order to build an entire smart city based on those principles was a dream come true.
Satoshi Island is truly a real-world use case for blockchain technology, as 100% of commerce on the island will be cryptocurrency-based, and all assets and rights will be made possible through the ownership of NFTs. Anyone can own a piece of the island through the availability of an NFT collection made up of 2,100 uniquely identified blocks of land. Each of these blocks are large enough to build a home on, and holders of multiple blocks can combine adjoining NFTs to create larger blocks, capable of accommodating expansive homes, commercial spaces, or apartment complexes. Do you see yourself visiting or moving to an island paradise built with the crypto lifestyle in mind? Would you like to build a property portfolio in one of the world's most exclusive and targeted locations? Could your project benefit from a satellite office or a permanent base on the island? Satoshi Island is designing the future, and we are looking forward to you joining us on the next step in the evolution of blockchain technology.
So as you can see, real estate and our role in designing the real world now bridges into both the real and the metaverse world. And the vision that we have at Satoshi Island is really the first new generation of projects that we are undertaking that really brings in real estate into both realms. So here's our vision for the island itself. So we will have a metaverse where in the real world, you have the real experience, but in the metaverse, every person can explore the island and be communicating and living digitally with your neighbors on the island as well. Now, the entire island is built on the blockchain, and we conceive every plot of land to be an NFT. But before you buy any of these NFT lands, you actually become a citizen of the island. And the citizenships of the island are also NFTs. So we're using the blockchain's tokenization technology to allow people to first become citizens of the island, then they can purchase land, and then subsequently they can even build their own buildings. So here's how people will first, when they go into the metaverse, explore the island and choose the NFT land that they want to have in the real world. And once they've bought it, the real world land is also their property. And once they have chosen and purchased the land, in the metaverse, we use an engine that allows them to build their own homes based on the Satoshi Island modules that we have designed in the real world. And by using the engine in the metaverse, they become their own architects of their own homes. And this is how it can happen. So the result is a new kind of metaverse real estate project that uses a real island, digitizes it into a digital twin, creates a metaverse that allows people to explore the island, become citizens and landowners by purchasing those through NFTs, and then ultimately becoming their own architects on the island using a readily available modular architecture that is high-tech and interactive so that they can be configured into different homes on the island based on the owners themselves, their own preference. So it's a very exciting world of new possibilities. And so today I wanted to really show to you what we are doing here at Cybertecture. We're working with a whole number of very interesting projects around the world in partnership with different developers, with different organizations. in order to bring this model to bear and to really evolve the real estate industry from the real verse into the metaverse. So if you're interested more about this, feel free to contact me via Twitter at Cybertecture. And I'd love to engage you in a conversation to share with you the power of the metaverse in the real estate realm and what we at Cybertecture can do together with you to create your projects in the metaverse. Thank you very much.
Architect Law, that was very futuristic, and I think you're one of the pioneers who have now ventured into a metaverse. You know, most of the architects, they complain that our projects do not get implemented. The designs we want do not get implemented. So do you think metaverse has given them that opportunity now to get their designs up there, in reality?
Well, I think in the real world, there are, of course, many restrictions and issues at stake when we are making a design and into an architecture. And there are many things that we can't achieve in the real world that we can achieve in the metaverse. I mean, the real world will stay with us always. So real architecture will always be there. But a cybertecture that has greater possibilities and potentials in terms of creativity is certainly possible in the metaverse. And I hope that designers will engage both the real world and the metaverse in order to create a new generation of design that will really bring delight and enchantment to the world, as well as open up possibilities for creativity that we cannot currently accomplish in the real world alone. And so we're standing in a very exciting moment in time so that we can really expand our imagination, but also to really bring about new possibilities for the whole industry.
That's right. That's right. Again, you mentioned about virtual reality and the real world that we are. Again, it adds to the challenges of already so many challenges that architect faces. So another challenge, another tightrope for the architects to balance. How do you see the future of architecture? Architects now, already our real world buildings are quite complex.
Well, I think anything in life actually should continue to evolve through taking on challenges. And a profession that is not challenged to change is a profession that's probably going to be dying out. And so now we have these possibilities to challenge what we call architecture, or what is our role as architects. And I think this is a very important opportunity for us to grab in order to really evolve ourselves and to find our own importance in the new world as to what our skills and talents can contribute. I believe, for example, here at Cybertecture, our role is not only to continue to design real and brilliant architecture, but also to open up a whole new world of metaverse architecture. And we're doing that now in these collaboration on these really amazing projects. And I think that our profession will shift maybe from what we call an architect to a cybertect, one that is able to deal with both the real world as well as the digital medium that is necessary for us to enter into as we build a parallel metaverse with virtual reality, with augmented reality, and with new forms of design. So our profession is faced with a choice. Our choice is either to be negative and say, oh no, this is another change and we should not embrace it. But it can also be very positive by taking this potential to change as an opportunity for us to have a bright future. So I'm certainly somebody in the second kind of thinking, and I really am very encouraged and would love to share with your audience much more about this in the near future.
Fantastic potential to change. And yes, as architect James Law said, very interesting times for the entire, the profession, the design profession, the construction industry and the building industry. And architect James Law, we'll hope to see your, project here in India as well in metaverse, very soon. So thank you so much for giving that futuristic, look or the outlook for the industry. Thank you so much. And, being here with us, sharing that expertise with us and what the future looks like. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Everybody stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you.